Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back. Today I decided to just run back the Keruga Fires. This deck, I had a lot of fun playing it yesterday. Kind of got reminded how fun it is. I was gonna switch it up today and try out Mono Black Waste Not, since that's what we played against twice in a row yesterday. I thought I might give it a shot. It's been doing pretty well. Fired up a league and I got the mirror match 3 times in a row. Lost the die roll each time. The first 2 matches just came down to a top deck war, and I lost them every time. Uh, so by the time the third match came around, he went turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Waste Not, and I just scooped it up. I was done. Was not fun. So I'm gonna play the bigger, better mid-range deck. In my opinion, we beat it twice yesterday, and I think we can do it again. Since it seems that's what the leagues seem to be filled with. Running the exact same 75, it felt great yesterday. Still rocking the Agent of Treachery. I even got picked up that guy in paper because I think that may just be what I run for the Pioneer season, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get us in a league, and I'll see you in the first match. Alrighty. Looks like we lost the die roll for round 1. Going to declare companion. I put on headphones because I want to have some music playing while I'm playing. Just sounds nice. Ooh, I got the sound playing out of the wrong place. Let me... There we go. Sorry, opponent. Alright. This hand... I don't think I want to keep a 2-lander. I got punished too many times yesterday. This hand's fine. I'm gonna bottom... I'll bottom the plains, especially in case, again, the mono black has been just rampant. So if it's a Field of Ruin matchup, I want to be able to fetch my basic. Play Rafine's Tower. No turn 1 play from my opponent. That's good moves. This could just be the Rakdos Transmogrify deck again. Okay, but nope, Blood Tithe Harvester. Looks like it's just traditional Rakdos midrange. Fun. I mean, this should be a good matchup, but Enigmatic's a great draw. We love to see that. Let's see. I'll play the Sacred Foundry now, and then next turn I can play the Glacial Fortress so I can avoid shocking. My life total's definitely going to matter. I'm just hoping we can duck a Thoughtseize for a couple of turns. Just kind of let them do their worst for a minute, and then hope we... Okay, another Harvester. Okay, so they're clocking us this game. Hopefully we can find some interaction. A temporary lockdown off the top would be pretty huge. Sadly, we are not that lucky. Go throw down. Oh, no. I should probably tap one of those lands for red, shouldn't I? Alright, opponent. Opponent draws a card. Them already being down. Wow, they had another blood type. Them being down to 3 cards in hand already is pretty sweet. Okay, he wants to kill my goblin. That's a-okay with me. I'd never expect that thing to live. You can never plan on it. Preacher's fine. Let's hope that we can... So I'm going to ditch some cards next turn. Boseiju. So yeah, we're going to discard some cards. I think... So Breeding Pool gets us a forest for domain. I think I ditch Boseiju Sacred Foundry. Okay. So yeah, let's see. I think I'll just go ahead and throw down Shock in the Breeding Pool. I don't really love hurting my life total like that, but cast the Enigmatic, move to Instep, and then I'm going to stack it, go grab a Shelly. The fact that they used they stacked a Blood Tithe to get my Goblin makes me feel like they don't have any removal in their hand. Could very well be wrong, but we have Heliod. We can just cast them next turn and then sack it to Enigmatic if we need to and go get a 5-drop, and then we should be in business. Creature. He's gonna draw a card and lose a life. We don't love that, but he is gonna lose. Smite the Shelly. If we get to untap with the Shelly, I really like our chances. I think we are still in relatively decent control of this game, but Archfiend at the dross. Okay, all right, that's a good one. All right, so let's see what we draw. Another land. So 5 mana this turn. So yeah, if I sack a 5-drop, I can either go get Elish Norn, I can get Tolsimir. Hang on. Yeah, Elish Norn, Tolsimir. For some reason, I'm forgetting the third 5-drop that's in this deck. Hang on. Wow, I'm... Oh, Kenrith, yes. Do I want Kenrith? I don't know if Kenrith really does it. I think... I'm gonna go ahead and just move to combat. I'm gonna swing out. And if they want to block with this Archfiend, we'll see what happens. I will happily trade this Shieldred for an Archfiend. Okay, so they just take it. He's got 6, 8, 11 damage on board. That could have been the wrong play, but I'll play... Yeah, so I'm going to just play the Heliod. I'll get a Fable back. Yep, get Fable back. And then... should have played the Triome, but I may want to draw a card with it later on. Move to my end step. I'm going to sack the Heliod. Ah, forgot about that. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. We're going to get Kenrith. Yep. Spoja comes in. I'll have it fight Blood Tithe Harvester. Kills that. We'll gain 3 life, and then we have a blocker for Preacher. Not in the best of spots. Dusk Legion. Oh, okay, so we... looks like we're against vampires. So that is something to keep in mind for sure. Opponent's at 4. That's not nothing. Ah, alright, so if they Sorin Vein Ripper me here, that's probably going to be game. Yep. Yep, that sucks. So he's going to crack in for 8. And I can't block, or I can, I'll go down to 1. I take less damage from not blocking than I do from blocking. So I'm just going to take it. And then we're living on a prayer next turn. Okay, binding is big. Okay, got that. So, as far as 7 drops go... Okay, so I can just binding like a... Oh, actually, hold on. So if I binding Dusk Legion Zealot, I sack it. I can binding Dusk Legion Zealot, sacrifice the binding to... Yeah, sacrifice the binding to Enigmatic, go get an Agent of Treachery. Well, that may not work either. Hang on. Wow, this is a tough one. This is a tough turn. So I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I do have 1 mana Leyline Binding. Wow, this is a tough turn. All right, so I'll think it out here. Binding Dusk Legion Zealot, and then sack it. Go get Agent of Treachery. Take Vein Ripper, and I will lose 4 life and go down to 1. So that just may not be the move. I'm gonna tell my opponent sorry because I'm taking. This is a tough turn. Okay, actually, yeah, so I'm casting the Leyline Binding, and I can use this in Datha Triumph to draw a card. Okay, actually, yeah, so they have to have instant speed removal before their draw step, and I can win. Yeah, okay, so I sack, they get Dust Legion Zealot back. Let me think. Yeah, and then they draw for turns. So this is, yeah, this is praying that they don't have any instant speed removal, but if they don't have it, so you get your Dusk Legion Zealot back. Or if I get Coma, then I upkeep and can take their Archfiend. Because I'm going to lose 4 life, go down to 1. But then I can, yeah, I'll take Agent. Give me that Vein Ripper. So opponent draws a card, goes down to 1. I'm going to pay the ward cost, and I will sacrifice... Go ahead and sacrifice Tolsimir. So I'll go to 1, but then I will take his Vein Ripper. So now I've got a blocker. I forgot about him gaining life too, so that's unfortunate. But so they go to 1, so they cannot target this Vein Ripper. They can't take it back, and I can just, if they swing with Archfiend, I block it and I win. And opponent thinks I'm at 1, but I can cycle. I can cycle this Triumph to gain 2 life. That's why we put Agent of Treachery in the deck. That's huge. Although Atraxa would have been solid there just as a beater, but I would have been completely stone dead to removal. So I think Agent of Treachery here was pretty huge. Opponent duresses me. That is a-okay. Opponent moves to combat. Swings out. Okay, well, if he draws a card, he dies. Yeah, There we go. Sweet. All right, so moving on to game 2. So this is a tough one. I don't really have, again, these, I was saying it yesterday, just these mid-range matchups, these mid-range matchups, they're solid for me, and so I just don't really have any great sideboard cards for them. I would love to play Tears of Valakut for a Vein Ripper, but then I would lose Keruga, and I like my Hippo more than I like killing Vein Rippers. All right. Winning on the draw game 1 was huge. It puts us at a great advantage if we go to a game 3. Praying we don't go to a game 3. I'm going to keep this. It has turn 2 domain. And then has a Fable Enigmatic. But yeah, we have a pretty good curve. We have to play a little off curve to be able to hold up a 1-mana Leyline Binding. But okay, well, he might be taking it anyways. So if that's the case, then what can you do? Okay, it takes Enigmatic. I think that's fine. So I'll play... There's nothing I'm going to want to play on turn 2. And then we drew an untapped land for turn 3. And I can play the Fable if he doesn't do anything. Blood Tithe is fine. Fires of Invention's a great draw. Alright, so... Go ahead and play the Zagoth, pass the turn. If he plays the Vein Ripper, that's tough. If he gets Sorin Vein Ripper this turn, I might just be dead. Yeah, no, you're not baiting me. I'm not. I'll take 3. I'm not binding that. Okay, Dusk Legion Zealot. That's good. All right, so no Sorin Vein Ripper. That's huge. Them just not having the turn 3 is kind of what we need. Alright, so I think we just slam the Fable this turn. They'll have removal for this Goblin, which is unfortunate, but... Discards a land. They'll probably kill the Goblin, but honestly, I think I'll block a Blood Tithe if they... Or well, let's see what they do. Okay, so I'm not going to block, because I have a feeling that they're going to Sorin Vein Ripper here. I just have to play around that, because if I have the Goblin Shaman, then I just have a nice, easy answer. He can Thoughtseize, then Vein Ripper me, which would really suck. This would probably be game over if that happens. Archfiend. Okay, we can live with that. Yes, so we're going to ditch... Fires of Invention, since we just drew this out. Hey, remember yesterday? If y'all saw, when I complained about drawing all these copies of Fires of Invention. Tough. Alright, so... Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna go Fires, attack, use the treasure to cast the Binding on the Archfiend. Cast Fires of Invention, move to combat, swing and make a treasure. Cast the Binding, take Archfiend. This probably was a bait, but I mean, I just can't afford to let them, like, it's lethal on board next turn, so I just have to take it. Alright, opponent, see what you got. Go blank. Okay, that's fine. I will discard these 2 cards here. Alright, not good for me, but... Okay, so that's a huge draw. I can just gain a whole bunch of life here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can have 6 mana. So if I shock this in, I can go Keruga to hand, play Kenrith, cast Keruga, and that'll still leave me with 3 mana. So I'm going to shock this in. It's a bit risky, but I will be able to gain 5 life with Kenrith, and that will give me a little bit of a cushion. Oh, wait, actually, do I believe I have 5? So 5, 10, 12, 14. Ah, 1 shy of lethal. Or wait, hang on. So okay, actually no. Let's see. I may have lethal here. So let me plan it out. I play Keruga. I pay a red, give everything haste, and then it's 2. Yeah. Okay. So we have lethal because I'm gonna attack, get the treasure. Easy peasy. Look at me. I am the aggro deck now. Draw a whole bunch of cards. Already played a land because yeah, I pay a red. Everything gets hasted 5, 10, 12, 14, and then I'll have 1 mana left over to put a 1/1 counter on a creature. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. All right. That was a great game. I'm glad to know that we have a good match against the Rakdos Vampires. That was a close one, and we definitely had some very lucky draws, but I will take it. I'm going to use the bathroom, and I'll see you guys in round 2. Alrighty, won the die roll for match 2. Here is my companion opponent. 3-lander, all missing just black for domain. I'm going to keep it. We have a Bone Man for early interaction, and then we get to go, provided we draw a land, get to go into Enigmatic. Fires, I think, would just be the dream draw here. Well, land into Fires. And we have a few turns to get that. Opponent keeps 7. Play a Sacred Foundry, pass the turn. Alright, so just an island could be a lot of things, but I'm gonna guess Phoenix or... Oof, that's a tough draw. I'm gonna guess Phoenix or Control. About to find out right now, I bet. Yep, this is Phoenix. Alright, so this is an interesting matchup. They have a lot of counter magic post board. Game 1, it's just gonna be about who does their thing first. I did not mean to yield through attack step, but it's fine. Play a Sacred Foundry. I'm going to shock it in and get Keruga to hand. We really need a land. We drew the Fires, so now if we can just find a land, we are in very good shape. Opponent's probably going to free the Fae here. Nope, popped. I'm happy if he's using all his 1-mana cantrips on my turn. Makes it harder to get the Phoenixes back. Ultra Shredder. Alright. Yes, alright. 4th land. Right on time. Let's hope he doesn't have a Spell Pierce. I know Phoenix typically only plays like 1 to 2 copies of that. Yeah, he's got the Spell Pierce. That sucks. I mean, what can you do? But we got it out of his hand. I always seem to find that 1 or 2 copies of Spell Pierce from the Phoenix players. It always happens. But we got through it, so... Ashiok. Okay. Well, that sucks. Yeah, these main deck Ashioks have been tough. Opponent Treasure Cruises. Yeah, this game's not looking good. Oh, if only we had a Fires of Invention to cast this, Oh, wow, and we don't even have... Because of the triple Sacred Foundry, we don't even have the mana. I'm just gonna scoop this one up. This one has been... They can have it. I'm gonna put in 2 Mystical Disputes on the play. I don't want too many. I'll put in 3, actually. Take out... Tolsmere. Bone Man is pretty bad in this matchup. I'll keep in the 2 temporary lockdowns. Take out an Enigmatic since they have Ashiok. Yeah, if he hadn't had the Spell Pierce for the fires, I think we just won that game. I think that game was probably free. But what can you do? We needed them not to have it, they had it. Opponent's taking his sweet time with his sideboarding. Oh, actually, I forgot about Leyline of the Void. I'm over here not paying attention. All right. So we took out 1 Mystical Dispute. So yeah, I think 2 still is the right move. Alright, we're gonna run the 61 card special. I think that's fun. I'm an Amulet Titan player. We like 61 cards. Opponent using every bit of that 2 minutes. Opponent's deep in the tank on his sideboarding decisions. There we go. Take the play. Reveal Keruga. Alright, well, I mean, it's got Domain, it's got an Exile spell, and it's got Leyline, so we're gonna keep 7 Mold to 5. Plus if I try just in case we draw a Leyline Binding. Although they probably, yeah, I mean, they're not gonna play anything turn 1. This hand needs a lot of help, but we'll see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna keep the Ketria Triome just in case I'm gonna have to cycle it, which is high likelihood. What's nice is these double Leyline of the Void. If we just hard cast a Keruga turn 5, then I mean, we're gonna draw 2 cards. Double sleight of hands. He's getting all the card selection. Yeah, I'll shock, get Keruga. Play Zagoth Triumph tapped. I know he's just holding up counter magic. Not that I have anything relevant or anything that I can cast anyways. Opponent probably just has a grip full of reactive spells. Yeah, you can free the Fae. What gets exiled? A lot of lands. Did he put negate in his hand? Yeah, he chose negate, so we know he has a negate. Alright, so he has 8 cards in hand, one of them is a negate. Cycle the Triumph. All right, we are flooding out pretty aggressively. I'm gonna just cast this Keruga. I'll leave up the breeding pool just to make him think I've got a counter spell. If he counters this, I'll live. Cause he's just not doing anything either. Oh, never mind. I have to tap that. I'm dumb. It's 5 mana, so Disdainful Stroke's probably coming from my opponent here. Oh, Aether Gust. I'll put that on the top. I like drawing cards. One's got 6 cards in hand. One of them is in, well, 7 cards in hand. One of them is a negate. Opponent shocks and passes. Caster Keruga again. Let's see what you got, buddy. Disdainful Stroke this time. Petty Theft. Okay. It's fine. See, that's why we put both of them down. I thought it might have been like, you know, I was prepared for like an Otawara or something. So I only get to draw 1 card, which is a little bit unfortunate, and it's another land. But we'd rather them use their Petty Theft on that, because I still got 1. Brazen Borrower, yep. Young peasy. Alright, so we're gonna have to figure something out. We just can't seem to draw anything. Shelly the Apocalypse. I think I'm gonna cast this Shelly. Cast Shelly. It'll probably get countered. But okay, no, Shelly does not get countered. Alright. Then what I am going to do, I'm going to shock in this foundry. I probably could have tapped a little better, but I'm going to shock in this Sacred Foundry And when he inevitably tries to remove one of these guys, oh wow, okay, so no in-step removal spell. That is cool with me. Hardcast Phoenix, okay. Coming at me for 6, okay. I meant to do that, but it's fine. We'll all right, so I think, oh man, this is a tough one. So I can play the Coma, and they're still coming in for 6 in the air. Or I can flicker this Keruga. I think I'm just gonna play this Breeding Pool and then pass the turn. I just, if I go to Channel Touch on this Keruga, and then he has a removal spell, I lose. And then if I have to use this touch defensively and bounce like a Brazen Brawler, like if he hard casts. All right, I'm gonna go for it. If he has a removal spell, I'll probably just scoop it up. Okay. All right, so Fires isn't bad. Oh, okay, and we got Enigmatic. Well, he does have... All right, so I'll cast the Fires, and then that should still leave me with mana left over. That'll still leave me with mana left over to cast Enigmatic. And if that happens, I can sack the Leyline, go get a 5-drop, and I think I took out Tolsimir, so I can go get Kenrith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 9 mana total. So I'm gonna go. Cast the Fires of Invention. He'll negate it. Yep. All right, well, this needs to resolve, or it's probably GG. Nope, he has another counter spell. Yep, man, opponent just kind of had it all. I think that's going to be lethal now with all the dudes. Phoenix players and just always having it all. Name a better combo. I felt like we played decent this game and it just couldn't get there. Yeah, because they're going to crack in for 3, 6, 7 in the air, and I can block 2 things. So just go ahead and kill me, opponent. I'll let you take it. He's just gonna animate Hall. You got it, opponent. Alright, guys, see you for match 2. Alright, on the play for match 3. Not gonna keep a 2-lander. This hand's better. I reckon we get a free mulligan putting away the Atarka. Put Trial, pass the turn. Phoenix again. Play Foundry. Sucks I don't have a binding or a turn 3 play. Just gonna do nothing till turn 4, and so odds are Spell Pierce is gonna, like last match, just gonna lose me the game. Play Glacial Fortress, and I'll put Keruga to hand. Free the Fae. And he's got Ashiok. Luckily, he can't put that in his hand. Opponent, I just need you to go Shredder Cantrip, please. Free the Fae. So his one option is Galvanic Iteration. Oh, okay, so he misses his land drop. That's huge. Opponent has to discard to hand size. Alright, so I'm gonna go Fire's Enigmatic, and I don't think I'm gonna sack anything. Well, I guess, yeah, no 5-drop I could get is worth it. So if he untaps and slams an Ashiok, then whatever. I can still go Tolsimir Keruga, draw a bunch of cards. Always yield, not going to sack anything. I think just being able to overwhelm them with spells every turn is going to be too valuable to then sacking the... If we had a 5-drop that just wins the game when it comes down, then I would do it, but... Alright, opponent Treasure Cruise. Sure there's a land in those 3. Slide a hand. There you go. Okay, and he doesn't even shock the land in, so we are free to do as we please next turn. Opponent has to discard. Discards 2 Phoenixes. So, honestly, I don't even care to discard anything with Fable, so I can just play the Fable as sacking fodder. I'll go Fable Keruga, draw 3 cards, and then I can go sack the Fable, go get a Shieldred. I like that line. Two, three, four, 5, 6. So if this goblin untaps, then we'll actually be able to cast Agent next turn. Not that they really have anything worth taking, unless they play an Ashiok, then I'll probably want that. But I have Flicker removal for this Keruga, should they try to destroy it. Which, with 7 cards in their hand, I'm sure they've got it. But I'm gonna make them deal with a Keruga and a Shieldred. And honestly, if they spend a Lightning Axe or something trying to get my the fact that they just let their draw step go makes me feel like they don't have it, which seems crazy to me. All right, you take 2. Oh yeah, if you want to use 2 removal spells. We're gonna go Bink, Bink, Channel Touch the Spirit Realm. Sucks we don't get to use that on Keruga, but Shieldred, they just kind of can't really beat that. Because now Shieldred's going to come down again next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can have 6. I can't have 7 mana. I don't even know if this. Yeah, agents were just. I may just hold the agent for them eventually. Let's see. In case they do play an Ashiok. So I think I'm gonna go. I'll just play my land. I'll go ahead and cast Tulsamir. I can kill a Phoenix. And then that means everything gets to swing in with Reckless Abandon. And so now I can sack and go get another 5-drop. And that's my option. And so I have Elesh Norn and Kenrith. Yeah, I mean, I think I just go get Kenrith, right? There's just no way they can beat that. And I have the mana to activate. So yeah, I'll sack the fires just because we don't need it anymore. Grab Kenrith. Got game 1. That went a lot smoother than game 1 last match. That last match was very tough. I'm going to try Thought Distortion. I think just if we get in those just late game, just slog fest, just misery, I'll put away. He's got Ashiok, so I'll put away. All right, I got to trim 6 cards. I'll keep Templock down. I'll bin Tulsamir. We may be overboarding here. I'm gonna just... I'll play 1 Thought Distortion. Cut a Bone Man, it's pretty bad. I'll cut 1 Lockdown. And then we're gonna rock the 61 card special. You know what? I love playing 61 cards. I enjoy making my deck worse on purpose. Alright, so this is not a great hand, but it is a turn 2 binding. So we're gonna keep it. No pregame actions, opponent, sadly. Slide a hand. Mystical Dispute's a good draw. That'll protect maybe a Fable. I can go like a turn 4 Fable and just hold up Mystical Dispute, because Fable's probably going to be what gets us out of this. I think I Binding the Shredder. And if opponent taps out here, then okay, no land drop for my opponent. So he's just got a handful of interaction. But second Fable is actually big. So I'm going to just go ahead and slam a Fable. Let him counter it. Yeah, cast your negate, big dog. Yeah, that's good. It's all yours. And then next turn I can slam Fable with Mystical Dispute back up. Hate to win with my opponent on what's it called? Hate to win like that, and obviously I have not won this game yet, but opponent is having the Phoenix Classic. Okay, he's just free in the Fae. That's fine. That's not gonna help you find lands, big dog. Alright, so Fable, second Fable gets to resolve, and we don't even have to use a Mystical Dispute, so that's pretty huge. I'm gonna turn off auto yields here, because if they cast a... I don't want to counter that. I want to use this on an Ashiok or a, maybe like a Sprite Dragon if they've got it. Alright, yeah, go ahead and kill my Goblin Shaman. I don't care. Okay. see what I draw. I would love to draw 2 extra cards off this, but I kind of just want to keep around. Opponent gets to Kraken for 3. That is fine with me. Let's see what we draw. Agent of Treachery. I don't think I want that. I'm gonna ditch Agent and Boseiju. Okay. I do have double black to cast this, so that's nice. I'm sure he's got a Lightning Axe just rotting in his hand, but I've got to do something. I don't love... We definitely need some help. Okay, again, maybe my opponent just doesn't know to set the upkeep stop. No? Okay, I mean, if I'm getting to gain life here, then he just must not have it. Okay, nothing relevant to copy with this Fable, but I may find a Bone Man or something. So I'll play this, put Keruga to hand. And then I'm gonna hold up Leyline Binding Mystical Dispute. Oh, does he have the removal spell now? Oh, Petty Theft. I want to Mystical Dispute that. Let's see if he has a, yeah, so he's got another counter spell. Okay, Dispute my Dispute. That's fine with me. My opponent may not know it. Let's hope he doesn't. Let's hope he over-prioritizes killing this Reflection. I'll just go ahead and fire off the Binding now. Make him use his counter spells. I know he's got just more sitting in his hand. We can make him use his counters and use his mana, then maybe we can safely... Oh, okay. He doesn't counter it. Okay, so he knows that there are bigger fish to fry. There's the 7th land, so now, I mean, that does let us just play a Tarka. I'm gonna move to combat and crack in with this Reflection. See what he does. He's probably just gonna let it hit him. He doesn't care. He probably wants to counter the Shelly on the way back down. Actually, he doesn't get to cruise and get himself back into this game. I'm gonna play Keruga because he's more incentivized to counter Shelly. But if he lets me draw 3 cards, yeah, Dispute. Okay, so that sucks. He gets to dispute it. Bad for me, but I'm gonna just play this Stomping Ground tapped. And opponent still just, he doesn't really have any action going on, so we have time. Alright, that's pretty good. Would love to be able to double spell next turn. So I'll go ahead and... play Shelly. Do you have another counter spell? No, he does not. Alright. Sure. Let's see if he's found anything yet. I should have swung with Reflection. That was dumb, but... Free the Fae. Consider an opt. That's fine. I'll let you have your draw cantrips. Petty theft again. All right, opponent. I get it. Shredder. Shredder's good. Would absolutely love for my opponent to tap out. But, I mean, if he is only on one land, there's no way he can counter an Atarka. And an Atarka will clean up his board pretty cleanly. So don't play another land. Oh, okay, that works. So I'll take 3 this turn. Sweet, yes. Don't play another land, opponent. This lets me clean up his entire board. I played it, okay. Well, if he has a 1-mana counterspell that can counter an Atarka, I don't think that exists in this format. Dragon Lord Atarka. What do you got, opponent? There we go. Board is cleaned up. I'm at 8. You cannot kill it with a lightning axe. I'll crack in for 2 since I still don't have anything I want to copy. I think next turn fires would just be the dream draw because I can go fires, incarnation, sack fires, get Kenrith, free the Fae, fiery impulse I'll consider, so double impulse. Let's choose this consider. Opponent has found all 4 Picklock Pranksters. Sweet, so nothing there. Opponent, I'm gonna crack in for 10. Oh, or actually, I'll crack in for 8. Oh, wait, no, yeah, Brazen Briar can't even block it, so it can only block creatures with flying. Okay, he didn't. He just takes it. So another 7. I only have Coma in the deck, so none of these 7 drops are even worth it. I can go get another 4 drop in Heliod. I think we just go Shelly. Cast a Shelly, see what he does. Maybe he's probably got another negate. Nope, nope. I'll go ahead and sack this Fable. Yeah, I'm not giving them back. Not giving them back either of their flying creatures since they have a Brazen Borrower. It's too risky. So yep. They play land and just suit up. Oh, found the lightning axe. But now he's got 0 cards in hand, and he can't swing, or he dies. Oh, I thought he had 0 cards in hand. Sleight of hand. Okay, opponent. Wait. Oh no, am I just dead? How many phoenixes does he have in the yard? Oh, okay. Okay, he only had 1 phoenix. Alright, sweet. We got there. Alright, vindication after that match 2. That match 2 was very frustrating. But yeah, sweet. I will see you guys in the next round. Alrighty. Looks like we won another die roll. Going into match 4. I hate keeping hands like this, but I'm gonna keep it. It's so risky, but it's such a great hand if we draw some lands. We've got 2 draws, basically, to find some lands. We need to find multiple lands, sadly. Oh no. Blackcleave Cliffs, you got a Thoughtseize? Yes, sir. Alright. Probably takes fires if I had to guess. Yeah, that's fine. We just need lands. Nah, Thoughtseize bug. Not gonna shock. If he goes turn 2 Blood Tithe Harvester, I'm not playing anything turn 3 anyways. So yeah, this is vampires again. There's the 3rd land. We'll love to see it. Alrighty, and that gives us 4 land types for Leyline Binding, which means we do not even need to play this tapped, so that's good. So we still do need 1 more land, and if they Sorin Van Ripper us here, we are probably screwed. Not gonna stomp that. Don't Sorin Van Ripper me, opponent. I really would be sad if you did that. Thoughtseize. I shouldn't have been yielding. Take my fires, opponent. I'm gonna instep stomp this Dusk Legion since unless he like plays land Blood Tithe, I'll stomp it. That way I can just play the creature. And then if the Bone Man lives and he Sorin Van Rippers me, I can Binding him hit ward cost. But he may also be thinking about that. So I feel like he's gonna take the fires again. It's just the best card in my hand right now. My hand doesn't do much without it, so. Opponents have been tanking on their Thoughtseizes for a long time today. Oh, it takes Heliod. Okay, interesting. Dusk Legion. I'll stomp him. That way I can just play Bone Man next turn if I don't find a land. Okay, that's not bad. It's actually great. I mean, it's the best 3-drop in our deck, so. And we'll get some redraws when it on chapter 2 to hopefully find some lands. That was huge. Huge draw. The next best thing behind a land. Fable of their own. I can live with that. He's heavily incentivized to not let this goblin live. Yeah. There's no way he lets that thing live. Alright, come on, land. It's not what I meant. It is what I meant. I think I just want to keep all of these cards. I think they're all too valuable. Sadly, Indatha does not get us our domain, so we still have 2 mana leyline bindings. I think I still just want to go binding the Fable so they can't draw. Although they can just hard cast Vein Ripper next turn, and that would be a tough one. But untapped land, if we get an untapped land next turn, then we can cast fires. Cast fires, and then... well, hang on. Yeah. Well, if he Vein Rippers me here, I'm in trouble, but... Enigmatic, if he doesn't Thoughtseize me again, I need the stars to align right now. Okay, Blood Tithe, I can live with that. Opponent discards Bitter Triumph. Big money, no whammies. Not bad. Okay, so I can go Fire's Touch. I think I really want to keep that. I think I want to keep the touch in hand. So I'll go Fire's Bone Man, and then Fire's Bone Man. Next turn, I can put Keruga to hand. So that's pretty good. Again, we're just kind of in the praying we don't get Sorin Vein Rippered waiting room. They're there in the Sorin Vein Ripper waiting room. If that doesn't happen, I like our odds of winning very, very much. Oh, that's a Vein Ripper coming down. Yes, sir. He did it. Let's see. So... I'm going to lose 4 here, but I can just get a dude off their board. And I have touch, sacrificing Bone Man next turn. Duress. Man, that sucks. Man, what a great series of draws for my opponent. Okay, Enigmatic is huge. So I'm going to go Keruga to hand. Cast fires. Bink, bink. Sick. Okay. So I can cast... I can get rid of fires. I can sack fires, go get Tolsimir. Alright, yeah. So basically, I can cast fires, go get either Tolsimir, Elish Norn, or... I always forget what my last 5-drop is. Kenrith. I don't think I want Kenrith yet. I have to kill this Vein Ripper or do something about this Vein Ripper or I lose. Okay, so I can sack. I can agent a Treachery, get the Vein Ripper, but then I mean I am taking 2 more damage. And that does put me in a bit of a pickle. Or I can go get Elish Norn, and I'll be able to cast a Binding, and I'll have to sack Bone Man for the ward cost, but then, yeah, I think that might be better. I'll have to pay, I'll lose another 2 life, go down to 6, but they have 0 cards in hand. And I'll have 2 bindings up? Yeah, that's the move. So we'll take sack Fires of Invention, go grab an Elishnorn, and still on my turn. No, I wanted to go to my turn, but it's fine. Take a Goblin. Ward sack a creature. I'll take my bone. You get my bone, man. Should drain 2. And now I have another binding, so opponent is in trouble. And now my ETBs are doubled for the rest of the game. Or, well, ETBs are doubled continuously. They didn't have an instant speed removal spell there, so... Coma. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can cast Coma. I think we have... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I can't, because I don't have fires anymore. Sucks. So I can play the Binding, take Dusk Legion Zealot, just for shits and giggles. I don't know. I think what we do... There's no sense. I'll just play the land. I can cast Coma next turn. Move to combat, swing in. Cracking in for 9. That's not nothing. Opponent takes it. Do I sack anything? I don't think letting them get a redraw is worth... Because they're just dead. There's not a lot of things that can get them out of this, and I have Binding. I have Elishnorn Binding up. Nice, sweet. I think we just run it back. I think our main deck, 60 cards, is just very well suited to beat them. Again, turn 3 Sorin Vein Ripper is... It won the Pro Tour. It's good. It's hard for me to beat, but if they don't do that, we can still beat it. We have to have the right combination of cards, but we absolutely can still beat it. But if they don't beat it, then we're just so fair. Or if they don't have that, if they don't have turn 3, turn 4, we are just heavily favored. So I got lucky last game. I don't think I can keep this. Terrible for Domain, but it is a good hand. Yeah, so I'm gonna be paying for 4 mana bindings, Shuxies or Duress, Thutsies. So probably take fires, maybe Enigmatic. This guy tanks a while. What is Thoughtseize? Takes fires. Another binding. Which is great if we can find... If we find a Ketria Trio, then we're... Or not Ketria. We need one of our Trios when we get full domain online. Blood Tide is good. Okay, that's a good draw. Let's hope we can dodge a Thoughtseize for a turn. Do you have the Sorin Vein Ripper opponent? If you got it, you probably win. Duress takes the Fable, sure. Fable gets us out of this jam that we're currently in. Okay, he's cracking bloods. Let's hope he misses that third land. Okay, he's got it. Shocking. He's got a Thoughtseize me again. Yep, alright. Okay. You have effectively picked my hand apart, opponent. Okay, Breeding Pool's great for Domain. So now the question becomes... I think I just go grab Keruga this turn, and then if he, you know, plays something good, then, you know, that's unfortunate. So he'll have 3 or 4 mana next turn. I'm willing to bet we're getting Vein Rippered. I say that every turn, but it's just because I'm always afraid of it happening. Ooh, Fable. Okay, we can live with that. So, let's see. Breeding Pool. So either way I can get to... Yeah, I can get to 2 mana bindings this turn no matter what. I think, though, shocking in this... I can go binding here. Bink, bink. Take that. And then I will have binding on their turn again. It sucks, doesn't let me cast Keruga, but we are getting to a very low life total. I'm gonna take your goblin here, big dog. Do your worst. So he's probably gonna crack in. Let's see. If 2 of his 3 cards are Sorin Vein Ripper, we'll just kind of acknowledge this game's a wrap. Okay, Dusk Legion. We can totally beat that. No Thoughtseize, no Thoughtseize, no Thoughtseize. I said it. Explicitly said no Thoughtseize. Big money, no whammies. That's small money, big whammies. Play the Triome. Alright, opponent. I'm drawing pretty bad. Opponent gets in for 4. I have a lot of great top decks here. I just need to find them. Oh, did he do it finally? That sucks. Alright, well, Enigmatic wins the game, maybe. Shelly. And I still just die in the air. Yep, you got it, opponent. Yeah, I mean, triple Thoughtseize on a Molda 5. Or not a Molda 6. The triple Thoughtseize was tough. Hard to beat. And I just couldn't draw out of it. And he just kept having the most perfectly timed Thoughtseizes. I don't think this is good enough. But I'm going to keep it. It has lands, it has spells, and if I'm just going to get triple Thoughtseized every game, then, you know, I got to do something. He mulligans to 6. For some reason, that's not very comforting. Mulligans to 5. Thoughtseize, show it to me. Yep. Why wouldn't you have it? Oh, shit. Also love that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drew 5 of the 9 shocklands that are in this deck. Really funny. Yeah, I mean, that's why we didn't mulligan. We're just gonna do that every game. Alright, I'll play a tap reading pool and hold up this binding. And now he's gonna have the Sorin Vandripper. Yep, he has it. Oh no, Fable, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna binding your Goblin. Actually, he's got 2 cards in hand. I think I still just take the Goblin. He can't ramp. And maybe if I draw into an Enigmatic, then we're in business. That's just so frustrating. God. I'll play the Zagoth. And I'll put Keruga to hand. I have enough lands, deck. I need action. Giving him the redraws suck, but okay. So Sorin Vandripper. Yeah, no reason for him not to have it. All right, Enigmatic, please. All right, I'll just play a Keruga and draw 1 card. And I'm sure he'll have a Thoughtseize for whatever card that is. Or it's just going to be another land. Yeah, it's another land. Cool. This is incredibly tilting. Oh, it's so tough, man. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do when you keep a 5-lander and then you get Thoughtseized it to death and you only draw lands? I just need an Enigmatic. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Opponent just gets a free win. This is a good matchup for us. Because, yeah, I mean, he just copies Vandripper next turn, cracks in for a lot. That's incredibly, incredibly frustrating. I hate losing like that, but whatever. I'll see you at match 5. All right, back for match 5. Let's see if we can not get screwed. Lands and spells, I have to keep it. Play Triumph, yield. Got the Shrine, are we against Amalia? I don't know what this is. And I can't stomp this. You know what? I don't think I care about stomp, or I want to get. All of my removal is exile based. I don't really care if this guy gives stuff indestructible. But this does look like Amalia. Yep. I'm gonna. I don't think paying the 3 life is worth it. So I'll cast Touch the Spirit Realm here, and I'll pay the ward cost. Sadly, I don't think the life gain deck really cares if they only have mana confluences. Other Amalia. Do have a binding for that. Okay, so Via Triumph does get us 1 mana binding, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn, and if they want to, like, if they cast, like, a Wild Growth Walker, then I'll go ahead and I'll binding the Amalia. I hate that I'm having to pay so much. 3 life on a ward cost is just so high. I want to... I'm gonna make him sack this. I lose my Bone Man, but I don't care. It's fine. Alright, so... Sadly, playing Fires here just means... I mean, my opponent just knows that I have nothing. Or, like, knows that I can't have anything. So, that sucks really bad, but, I mean, we're just not drawing anything. And I'm sure, but he's got 1/2 the combo. I'm sure I'm just dead here, but... I didn't cast Heliod, that was dumb, but I can maybe use him next turn to get a binding back or something like that if he takes it. Okay, so opponent appears to be passing with 4 mana, which means... almost assuredly, yeah. Probably just getting Coco'd here. And if he hits... oh, Aetherflux Reservoir, okay. Alright. Put Keruga to hand. I think drawing 1 more card would be nice. But there we go. So now we can get... I can either play Enigmatic and sack Fires, go get... I don't want to... obviously, I can't really give them Amalia back. Because, yeah, I do want to hold up bouncing Aetherflux Reservoir. Tough. So I'll cast this. I can give them, or not going to give them either Amalia back. I gotta make them have it, even though they probably do. Sackfire's Invention. I think I can just turn off if I turn or I can fight wild. I'll grab Tulsimir and fight Wild Growth Walker. Just make them need to get all of their pieces again, and Voja gets to live, which is nice. Sweet. All right, so they go ahead and scoop it up. So we're gonna bring in Quakebringer, of course. I'll go ahead and take in Radiant Flames and 4th Temp Lockdown. And we'll take out, let's see. I think Agent of Treachery's bad here. Bone Man does kill Amalia. I'll cut a Fires. Cut Fire's Fable, 61 card special. Nothing I love more than a 61 card special. But I'll let you in on a secret. It's because I'm bad at sideboarding. This has double White Source Temp Lockdown. I think we just have to. Hand needs a lot of help. But we are on the draw. We get to draw a card. If they just turn 3 me, then Note Scout, that's fine. Amalia off the top. I think he's going to keep that on top. Another Temp Lockdown. Not bad, but we could just prove to be a turn behind here. The opponent's probably just going to cast the Amalia out. So removal for Amalia here would probably be the most ideal thing. Or else I'm just getting turn 3'd. Alright, well. If you have it, you have it, opponent. You got 3 cards in hand. I'm sure one of those is a Wild Growth Walker. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, okay. I have double Temp Lockdown, opponent. Sucks I just keep drawing, or I just keep, oh yeah, take Shelly. That's cool. Play land, Temp Lockdown, opponent. Let's just hope you don't have anything. He may just have Boseiju. If he's got Boseiju, then I'll lose. I'll live with it. Nope, no Boseiju on Instep. Yield through this turn, do your worst, opponent. Sentinel with a Nameless City, okay. So I go Fires into Bone Man, and I can block a Sentinel. Yeah, I'll just cast the Bone Man. If either... He probably could have just been trying to get me to tap out for, or well, you know, I have Fires out, so Selfless Savior. Cracks the map, Thicket. So he's got 2 cards in hand, one of them is a Rage of Rage Thicket. I'll trade. Oh wait, he's got Selfless Savior. That was a punt, but it's fine. Alright, so a land off the top would actually be pretty ideal, or an Enigmatic. Enigmatic would also be very good. Land is good, okay. So, what we're gonna do is go 1, 2, 3, put Keruga to hand. Play land. cast Keruga. I'll only get to draw 2 cards here, but maybe we'll find something good. So we don't find something good. Let's see. I'll just cast a Tulsimir. Not gonna fight. He's got 3 cards in hand. One of them's Razorverge Thicket. And I think one of them might be the Scattered Groves too. 4 cards in hand. Need him to keep missing. 3 cards. Don't have an opponent. Don't have it. Oof. That sucks. Okay, so... I have another temp lockdown anyways, so if he cracks it this turn, I don't think he's going to crack it this turn, he knows. Alright, so basically, so I can, if I cast temp lockdown, it forces, he can use the might. He either has to use the might, and then he gets his stuff back, and then I just take it again. I'm gonna cycle a Triome. Enigmatic. That is perfect. So I can go Temp Lockdown into Enigmatic, Sacco, get Quickbringer. So I'm gonna cast a Temp Lockdown with Fires of Invention. So he takes it, and we'll go Fires of Invention. Oh, okay, he scoops it up. All right, cool. So we ended up with the 3-2. Not amazing. We got really screwed against Rakdos Vampires, and my Phoenix opponent. My first Phoenix opponent just kind of had it all, which was a tough one. But overall, I mean, fun deck. We beat Rakdos Vampires more often than not. We only lost that last one because you saw how bad that flood was. It was horrible. Yeah, deck feels great. I think I just want to keep running this. It feels so good. Playing against Amalia just feels like luck. You can do everything right and still just lose often. That's not just Amalia, that's Magic, obviously. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Again, let me know if there's any decks that you want to see. I'd be happy to play something different. This is just the deck that I'm really liking right now. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, have a good day.